I've just learned something about this game today, and I'm a little upset that I didn't know it ahead of time. Because normally I know this stuff before going into a project, but I didn't know this game is a solo developer project. Wow. I had no idea. Yeah, Thorin is doing the development of this stuff by himself, so that's crazy. He's got a publisher. That's great too, but yeah. As far as the work on the game, it's a love project, one guy, so that's great. One of the things that is great about having a solo developer project is one, you can really admire just how much has been done by one person, but also rapid responses to feedback. He's been very, very responsive. For example, new feature in the game as of this patch, I can hit tab, which wasn't really a thing before, but now I can switch to the different things that are nearby to look at them. So I don't have to be like, oh no, what am I got to find a way to look at it. I got just hit tab and you can tab through the various different options. Now, that wasn't a thing before. So I'm sitting over here and I'm trying to be like, how do I get this to plug into that one? And I can't get that plug. See that plug right in front of me? I can't get it to highlight. Well, now I can just hit tab and look at, there it is. It's hit. It's so much better. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back to Blossom. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. And today is a great day. You know why today is a great day? 5 new blueprints. That's why today is a great day. We are in the stage of water. Yes, the way of water has reached Blossom as well. We're going to go ahead and grab our miscellaneous blueprints here. And let's go put them into the printer and unlock the possibilities and see where we're at here. See what we're going to be getting ourselves into. So water tank, need that. We need a water pump as well to get the water in the first place. And then there is a storage drone platform, which I don't really know what it does. I mean, does it move things from one storage to another? Maybe that's it. It's just a shipping drone instead of the mining drone, which also brings it to storage. This one maybe brings it between storages. I don't know. Biospray tower tier 1. Very important component. I've never used these things before. I'm all blind now. So this is going to be fun. Water extender tier 1 is right there as well. So what do we need to do for this, right? So the tank is, of course, there. I like the way that looks too. Stores water for later use. We need pressure valves for this. And we need a power junction for the pump. I have plenty of materials to make power junctions. And then we need water extenders, which is like the power socket stuff, but this is for pipes instead. So let's start with the pump. The pump requires power junctions. Let's get 2 of them. And so we should be able to grab, 2 of these. There we go. I don't know about the gold wire thing, but we can make more of that too, so we should. And then the other thing we had to make here, not the rods, it's the biocore. That's not what it was, but biocore is interesting. A complex device that generates algae and stabilizes soil. Oh, this must be for the tower, the bio tower thing. And it needs 2 steel, which is not something I can tell my flying drones to go get. I got to go get that myself. And you know what? We're going to grab... That's fine for now. Composite frames, pressure valves. There it is. That's what I wanted. Regolith chunks. Okay. And gold ore. Okay, cool. So I have plenty of gold, but I need to keep the gold ore. So let's not make any more wire if we can do that. Now, as far as this goes, the pump goes, that's a big pump. I think I have to move the printer or just get a different printer. That seems like something I got to do. So why don't we also print a printer, which is 2 iron ingots. Okay, I still wish there was a way. Usability's sake, I wish there was a way for me to access the auto storage with the refineries as well. Like having it be... I don't know how it would work, but, you know, having to go from various different things. Or you know what would be cool? Here's a cool feature request, right? Give me a hotkey of some kind that would give me a variation of this interface above every storage. A variation. So what I mean by that is instead of having it be a grid like this, perhaps it's just like just the text and it appears on top of each other, and then it kind of like like how I would do it is have it be, not sure how to get my mouse to show while I'm in this view. I can't really do it. Here we go. So I would have like the text right here, and then it would just kind of be stacked on top of it with maybe like a little icon, and it would do that above every storage, just so I can kind of get a glance what's inside each one. It might be kind of messy. Admittedly, it might be kind of messy. The other way to do it would be to have it written on the top. So like turn the top of this thing into like some kind of screen that would print like a list of the 8 different resources that are inside this on the top of the storage. Then I could just do this and be like, oh, the iron's over there. Because I'm looking at a top-down view anyway, right? That's kind of how I would like it to be. I mean, again, that's just me, but it'd be nice to be able to see these things. I have another iron ingot sitting right here too, which is kind of convenient, isn't it? So let's go over and get a new printer. And this printer has to be in range of the current printer. However, I can move this printer to anywhere I want, assuming it's in range of itself. So I can do this, for example. There we go. I just need it connected to power, though. So we can run this power... I don't even know where. Can I run it over here? Can it go on this? Right there. Yeah. Right there. Cool. And then now that it's connected to power, I should be able to move it. Q and then R. I'm still not a fan of the Q menu. Still wish I could... Can I not rotate my camera while I'm looking at this? Oh. I don't think I can rotate my camera while I'm placing this. That sucks. Let's change it to be right over here, I think. Yeah. Like this. And it stays plugged in, so that's cool. Okay, so now that we have this, now the other thing that's a problem though, right, is that it's not, I think it's barely in range. I was gonna say, I don't think I'm in range of my storages. I'm actually certain I'm not, because I have like some of these things, I definitely have them and I can't build them from here. So my auto storages are out of range. Perhaps that is what the storage drones do. Maybe they pick things up and they extend the range of things. I gotta figure out what that does. But here's this, and the pump can be built. So the pump needs to be in the water. Oh, here we go. Is it just all the way in the water? Okay, so we'll place this maybe like right here. And I don't know if this is an infinite supply of water. You know, like, is the water gonna eventually be drained? Because that's a pretty big pump for... is not a lot of water here, so I'm curious on that too. I need more gold ore or gold wire, and then the tanks and stuff too. So this needs power connection, of course. I'm gonna need to go and build that. And again, I'm outside the range of these storages when I'm over here, so I can't access that supply. So yeah, maybe that's what the storage drones do. They bring things to projects. So storage drone platform, equipped with a slow storage drone with 1 storage slot, collects selected resources and delivers them to nearby auto storages or its own storage, operating only beyond 100 meters from the platform. Interesting. I need heat sinks for that. Let's test how that works. I'm a little bit, obviously haven't done this before, right? So these are heat cores, not heat sinks. Oh, but that's a heat sink. Let's grab that. And then can I make another one? Yes, but do I want to? I'm assuming if this works really well for the purposes I think it's going to do, that I would need another one. It's just an assumption. How are we doing on power, by the way? Let's see how that's working out. So we currently have a plus 2.7 at night without this running, and the drills are both down. Oh, the wind power is kicking in now, isn't it? Like, this is what I mean. Like, is there a reason to have this? Just expand wind, you know? But if it's not spinning, then that means we're good. And this is nighttime, and we are positive by over 2.5 per second. Very consistent too. I still think it's a bit strong. I do, but still, like, it's great. So let me see what this does. I'm gonna assume it does it brings me resources from further away. That's what I'm going to hope it does. But oh, the processing unit has to be here too. Well, you know, let's just get it, and we can always move it. Maybe. I wonder if we can move it into range of the other printer. That would be interesting. Like print it here, but then move it as long as it's in range of the other printer. Storage drone platform. So right here, I just want to know what you do. And if I put you here, where's your plug? Right there. Okay. So if I put you here, all right, and I plug you in like that. What do I do? Target iron ore, thorium ore, chromium ore, gold ore. I don't know what I want. I guess bring me, I don't know. The purposes of this is to bring, I thought anyway, would be like logistics of moving things from the auto storages that are here to the auto storage that's located somewhere else, right? Because these auto storages, let me just refresh myself on this too. The auto storages here, they have a limited range for where they're accessible. So you have to be within range of them. And if we were going to use them, we're going like this. This has a range of 60. And then the other, the drone that I'm looking at, this has a range of infinite. So it's infinite. Okay. But it only delivers to auto storages operating only beyond 100 meters from the platform. Oh, okay. So this is only from 100 meters. Well, I'm going to assume that if I was to move this, again, can I move it in range of the other printer and have it work still? It looks like maybe. I don't know. It doesn't let me. Area obstructed by other objects. No, I don't think it is. I think it's just out of range. Now, here's a thought though, right? If I break it down, instead of moving it, if I break it down, the resources will go into my backpack. And then I can take it over there. At least I thought they would. And now I'm not so sure. I can't grab them. I can't grab them. I'm actually stuck with my UI just flat out saying flashlight only. I can't grab anything. I can't jump. I can't pause. It happened again. I don't know what this is. I got to figure this out. I don't know how to report it when this happens. That's the problem. I don't know how to report it. But he'll find it, I'm sure. I'll be right back. All right, I reloaded back from the save that we started the episode at, and then I've rebuilt some things just to kind of make it a little easier. This is now at least close enough to get some of the auto storages to trigger, which I think is good. I'm going to place this pump a little bit closer to that side over there now. I've also gone in just to make things a little easier, as we're probably going to be doing some things away from the base. I'm just going to start adding these proximity chargers in more locations too, just so I'm, don't have to plug myself in and dink around with it. And then instead of plugging this in directly over there, I went ahead and extended the power grid out here so that I had, more connections. So we'll go ahead and plug this in right here. And then we need the water pump. Where are we pumping it to, right? Well, let's take a look at this. We're going to get a water extender with some composite metal. Now, I thought I had this in range. It is now acting like it is not in range. Man, it was so close. It's just so close. I guess it is not in range. Maybe 61 units away from all of this. And I haven't tried to use the storage drone yet. Maybe it's not ready. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to grab some composite metal. Let's just grab all of it. It's fine. We'll get all of this. A little bit of regolith here. Oh, you know what? Okay, tell you what. Let's put the composite metal back. I'll go ahead and store that there, and then I'll grab this. Okay, so I want to maybe even get another crafting station. As we expand and get further and further away, we're going to have our power grid, expanding out too, because I assume these bio towers, I need to spread them around a bit, right? So you need to run power long distances. So I'm going to have to start working on doing that. So let's say that the water extender, here it is. So I don't know how far these pumps can run and how far these pipes can go, but I'm going to assume I need more water than just this one pump can provide. So I'm actually going to start this process by going about, actually maybe here would be better, but I'm going to leave it a little closer. I think it'll look better in the future. So I'm going to place one of these right here. The idea being that I can bring water into this, and then I can also have more pumps that will bring water into the other side connections as well. And so then I'll be able to take this pump and run it to, you know, wherever my other connector is. I'm not sure how far this will go. So let me see if I can go all the way to my base. So far, it looks like I can. Yep, water socket there. And that just looks bad though, right? It's clipping through all the batteries and stuff. I just don't like the way it looks. So I'm going to disconnect it. And we're going to get another one, so that I can properly route this and just have it look good. Because I have to look at this all the time, you know? And it, again, like I said before, I don't like clipping. Clipping is big old pet peeve. I don't like it, you know? I wish everything had physics to it so I can see that in action. But again, I'm going to spread this water around, so I don't think it matters too much if we have things, you know, kind of sitting around. So I'm thinking maybe we place this one over here. Yeah, maybe like right next to the solar panels. It's going to be like here. I think we'll build it there. And then we can go ahead and connect this hose over like this. That's good. And then from here, see, I got a clear line of sight to that plug, so I don't have to clip through batteries anymore. We can bring it around and do something like this. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? That's loads better. So let's check what we're getting from this, though, because I'm plugging it into that, but I don't know if that matters too much. And you can see it's kind of, it's whirling, right? So we need storage. And do we get, is there like an internal storage to this? Well, to see the water overlay, I think I remember there's one more upgrade I haven't gotten yet. And it's this overlay module 3. Yes, I need 2 steel for this. Right. Biocore requires steel as well. Looks like we're going to go hunt steel. Good, because I need it. I've been needing it anyway. Now, can I find it? Can I find it here? Let's say no. There's no search for that. However, I've seen it before. And so let's go get it. I think, where's the dish? I think the dish is back that way, yeah. But there's still some steel over here by the boat. Or, oh, the boat. It's not a boat. It's a big ship. But there is some steel over this way too. So I'm gonna, you know, just go get that and probably get a bunch of it. Bring it back. But I need at least 4. I didn't see the recipe for the tank. It's possible that I need more for the tank as well. So we'll have to investigate what the resources are for this. Yeah, so there's this damaged engine piece right here, right? So we can go ahead and dig into that, and that'll probably have what we need. And there's another piece behind this big pillar as well. It's possible that that will happen too. Now steel is accessible. Well, in the control panel anyway. I don't know if the scanner can see it yet. But we got this piece over here, which actually looks like it might have a memory fragment in it instead. Landing pad. Yep, memory fragment. Let's take a look. Chapter 4, The Last Plan, Memory 32. She spoke of a world that could begin again, of life continuing, even if humanity could not. One that they already tried and failed. Okay. I love it. I really gotta find, we gotta find all these memory fragments. I'm digging this. Is this, yep, the bent propeller. Go ahead and get this steel as well. That took a bit to start mining, didn't it? I was hitting that for a little bit. Little piece here. That's 3 steel on this little piece. That's cool. So this will be all we need for now. It's pretty good a chance that if you go by a wreckage, you're going to find some steel, right? And unlike rocks, which give you it piece by piece, the steel appears like you need to break it down entirely. Oh, right. They have the storages too. Get in. Right. The vehicle storage. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. And we'll hit it again. You got to break down the piece entirely before you can get any of it, it looks like, which is not a big deal, but just a difference. You know, you got to hit the whole thing. Sometimes I'll leave a rock because I want it, you know, I'll come back and get it later if I'm already full or whatever. I don't need to hit it anymore. But in this case, if I have a piece in front of me and I only have one piece, I only have one storage available, I gotta, and you know, maybe there's 3 steel in that piece. I have to break the whole piece anyway. So now it's, you know, it's one of those things where do I break it and then leave those steel just sitting on the ground, potentially disappearing in the future? I don't know how the game works. You know, who knows what's going to happen? Maybe it'll end up underground like that base. I'm pretty sure that base is underground, though, because of map generation, though. I don't think that happened, you know, because I loaded the game or something. I think that the map just generated it that way. All right. So off we go. And this game has had like 3 major. Well, they're minor, right? It's version 1.0.3 right now is what I'm playing. So this game has had 3 patches already before even being released. He's, like I said, he's very responsive. So I just didn't know he was alone. That part was new information. All right, I have enough steel. We can always come back and get more. Just think, in a little bit, we're gonna start seeing blue skies, and all this dust that I'm kicking up won't be getting kicked up anymore. Huh? That's gonna be sweet. I like those drills. Those drills are neat. Those will be the last drills we build, but I think they're neat. All right, we're gonna come over on here, and I've got all the stuff I need, so let's just park right here so I can plug it in later. Or I can't anymore. I can't anymore, can I? Yeah. I'll have to find a new place to plug in. How about over here? Into this battery. I can plug into this battery right here. That'll work for me. It's a big plug, though. Ugh. Whatever. It's just going to charge it really quick, and then I can unplug it. It's fine. Okay. So, we have steel on our pack, so we should be able to make the biocore. Now, what does it take? Okay, what does it take to make the water tank? Because obviously we need tanks of water. And that is a pressure valve. And the pressure valve takes what? I'm going to refresh myself again here. So pressure valve is a material, and that requires the regolith chunks, which I just picked up a bunch. I just have to have it on my pack. So we'll grab another one here really quick. I got too much stuff on my pack right now, so I gotta find some storage for that. But here's a pressure valve. Okay, and then the tank, I believe, takes that, right? So here we go. Now, how do we want to play this? So I think maybe what I'll do, is there 2 connections or just one? Just one. Okay. So I think what I'll do for this is I'm gonna bring this tank kind of over here. And I guess it'll be right here, but the idea is it's going to store it from this connection here. So I'm going to take this connection and just start storing this water, but maybe it's not the best idea to do it that way. We'll see. And of course, we can't really see this overlay very well. There is water here. We can see it when we're looking at it, but to see it, you know, more broadly like I can the power, that's where I need the steel for that upgrade. So I'm going to grab 2 more steel here. And I can get that overlay V3 upgrade as well. And now I should be able to get more information. And the water overlay is now available. And that highlights the tanks like that. Yep, the water pipes and all that stuff. So I can see my water system now. So that's pretty neat. I like how they glow really bright. Those HDR coloring. Yeah. All right. So next is the bio tower, right? That bio tower. So let's take a look and see what that is, because I've already forgotten what that takes now too. All new things, man. So we're looking at terraforming biospray tower, 1 biocore. I've already made one of those. It has a 100 range, spreads water and algae to turn barren ground into soil. Requires constant water supply. Must be at least 150 meters from other towers. I mean, it makes sense to start on our own place, right? To start getting this area done first and then working on other systems from there. I like that. So I'm going to actually put it over here, right next to, I think I'll place it right next to these drones, hoping that they don't, you know, fly into it. And I think we'll go about here with the first one. This will be the first bio tower we do. And it'll spread it around. I'm not entirely sure if it'll spread it, how far it'll spread it. I guess we'll find out. But in this case, I feel like I want another one of these connectors. Yeah, I want another connector. And man, getting to V2 on these connectors would be nice because 4 connections, I can feel it right now. 4 connections is not going to be enough. So let's get another one of these. I got tons of composite metal. We can make these all day. And that stuff is very cheap. So we'll go ahead and have, I think I'll put it, let's put it right here. Yeah. So we'll set it right here. And then we'll really quickly go unplug from, well, hit Q instead of V. That's on me. And actually, I'm going to do it from this side. And I'm going to do this one from this side too. Like that. Yep. And then so what we can do is, say this one. Let's go with this one. This one can go across and plug it into here. All right. So that thing's going off right now. Sounds like my old sprinklers before I upgraded them. Now I got those like continuous spray ones. Creating soil at 100% efficiency. Ooh, okay. Let's do another one. We can go off of this connection, or we can go... it says that the towers have to be at least 100 meters away from another tower, is what it says. So I can't really put one super close, but maybe one over here. See that big open area over there? I'm thinking that's where I'm going to put this one. Not a tank. The terraforming tower. Oh, I don't have another biocore. Son of a gun. This is where having another crafting station is going to come into play. But then it still has to be in range of all my supplies anyway. But this would requires a silica ingot, which I could totally have, I guess. It might be a good idea to start another base, right? We're going to get this a requirement, really. Not a requirement, but yeah, no, a requirement. We're going to need to spread out. We can't stay here anymore. You know, we got to spread out to be most effective here, I would think. So it's probably a good idea to do that. There's another extender. And I think, I'm hoping anyway, I can just build this in the area where both of these things are. Oh, can I just keep moving it? No. So there is a range here. And I can go right about here, is what I'm hoping. I can build it right here. Yep. And then move it from here. And I'm hoping it would move from this side. And why is my camera stuck? Oh my gosh, is it happening again? I can't rotate. There it goes. No, I still can't rotate. What is this? I gotta report another one. I'm sending my player logs to him. I don't know why it's happening to me. It's gotta be happening to other people too, right? I'm unable to rotate my camera right now. Thankfully, everything else that time, like pause and save, all that stuff worked. It's almost as if it was still stuck in this mode where I was trying to, you know, place this. And being able to hit tab is so good. So good. Like so many times before this, just saying, so many times before this, I would come up to this and I would want to move this thing, but it would automatically select this socket. And it's like, okay, I want to get to this one, right? Where it's Q. You have to reposition your body all the time. But now you just hit tab and you can just, that's it. It's so much better just to have that little button. It's not quite as good in my opinion as like that discrete button or, you know, a dedicated button for it, like as what I wanted before, what I said I wanted before. Not quite as good as that, but it's so much better. And it's probably way easier to implement on code. I mean, he did it super fast, so I imagine it probably is. All right, so we're going to go ahead and grab this, and I think I'm going to take the backside one and go this way. Honestly, I think I need another one. I do. I need another one. I'm just not happy with having only one. I need more. Composite metal is not in my backpack, and I can't access it. I can't access it from back there. So this construction becomes more difficult with these things having such a limited range. The printer's just not able to see them. So you really need to have the printer be in range of these things because I have so much composite metal right here. I got a lot, but I just can't access it. And that's the problem. So I'm going to put it up on my backpack. And then I'm going to have this thing place, not a power junction. No, what's the other thing I got on my back? The heat sink things. Yeah, I got the heat sinks in here. Let's put a heat sink in here instead. And let's go back over here. I want to make another extender. I need a lot of these things, I think, just to open up the possibility of pumping more water because, you know, we're going to have another pump eventually too. So one more extender here ought to make me happier. I think we're going to go right here. Just, I want to have these connections for the future. I'm going to be pumping more water. I'm assuming I'm going to be pumping more water. It's possible I won't. Maybe this thing dries up and we got to go to the other one, but kind of crossing my fingers and hoping that the supply is unlimited. It may not be, but I'm hoping it is. All right. So we'll hook to the backside here, and then we'll hook to this one, and we'll hook to the backside here. So it gives me 2 ports on that one that I can hook up additional pumps on. And then there was 1 port on that side, so I can extend it that direction and hook it up there too. And now we have soil stage 1, which is pretty exciting as well. But now that I've extended this out, let me just go ahead and get one of them bio towers. I can do another pump right now too. Yeah, why not? Let's just go do another. We're going to use it. It's going to happen. So we're going to get another pump. I wonder how close I can put this. Again, I lost the ability to rotate my camera while putting this, and that's a little weird. I wish I could rotate my camera with it, but it kind of locks your mouse to the view that you already had before. Is it worth just putting this? Looks like I can't place it super close, but still pretty close. Yeah, it can be placed pretty close. We'll stick this connection here. Let's go ahead and grab that and bring it over and plop it in there. There we go. And then this one hooks in on this side into here. And so now we have more water being pumped into the system, which is probably way more than we need. But I'm, you know, future-proofing the design here. I got more pumps ahead here. And then I want the... where is it? The terraforming. I want this. I still don't have the biocore. Yeah, dummy. Still don't have the biocore. Look at all these. Green blobs. That's interesting. It's raining green blobs upon the soil. And, you know, maybe we start seeing this area not be so brown, so orange anymore, you know? Let's interact with this really quick. So on the soil side of things, we can get scanner module tier 2 and auto storage tier 3s. And then also on the pressure stage, we've reached stage 10. This gives me the printer module. Maybe that's what I need. I think so. Oh, man, but these are like on the Rover, though. What's a beacon do? Let's find out. There's a lot of things here. I'm not going to be able to hold all of them on my pack. I was only able to grab 3 of them. Did it only kick out? Oh, it only kicks out what I have capacity for. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's very nice. Thank you for that. That's a really good idea. I didn't even think of that, but now think about that, right? Think about the player lock that would happen if that thing didn't act that way. If it kicks out all those blueprints and I can't hold all of them and like something happens and it's like, you know, I can't have them kicked out again. It already kicked them out once. So it's only allowing blueprints that can go, that have the capacity anyway to go directly into my pack from what I'm currently, my current capacity. That's great. Because what happens if one of them disappears or gets clipped or, you know, I can't pick it up, you know? Now it's just like I don't get that design anymore. So that's nice. Of course, if they wanted to really future-proof it, they would just have these things exist in the printer module right now without me having to grab them, but whatever, you know, whatever. Medium range scanner module that detects small resource deposits and large resource veins can only be attached to a wagon. Okay, I'm seeing the word veins here, and it's leading me to believe that there might be permanent resource areas that I can detect. As opposed to you've mined all this near you, you have to go further and further away. That's what I was worried about. But if there's veins somewhere, let me see. So mining laser tier 3, here's a tank, water extender, biospray tier 2, refinery tier 3. I don't see. Maybe the storage drone. That's what that's for, maybe. But I was looking for like some kind of drill that's going to go further. We're almost to the tier. Okay, I say almost to Rover tier 2 because there's only 2 left. But in actual fact, we need, you know, a little bit less than 3 times, a little bit more than 3 times our current pressure progress to get there. So it's exponentially more expensive each time, right? Yeah, but on the soil side of things, we are getting closer to having that module for miner laser tier 3. And a big tank too. All right, biocore. Focus, Charlie. Focus. Biocore. We need that right here. It's 2 steel again. Steel. Let me get the metal. I need a place to store my metal. Put it right here for now. It's fine. And then we'll go back over and get more steel. I'm glad I stopped and got more than I needed at the time. So there's this, and there's a whole wagon full on here too. 1, 2, 3. Plus one more piece right there. So there's the biocore, and I'm gonna make one more just so I don't mess that up. Go make another one. There we go. And I want the resources for the tank too, and that requires that pressure valve thing. So that's going to be regolith chunks, and I don't have them, which is crazy because regolith chunks are fairly straightforward to find usually, and I just don't have them. I have these extra 2 regolith rods. It's a shame you can't revert. No? Or maybe there's a way to do that later. Oh, I have copper being found here. I could switch one of these guys. Instead of copper, they can find me something else. Actually, there's the regolith right here. Yeah. I got the regolith chunks right here. Cool. Are you still finding regolith chunks for me? No, but I do want you to. Go find me regolith deposits. It's apparent to me that we're going to need them, so go find those instead. Okay. So pressure valves. We got at least one. That'll be good enough. So let's head out this way to the other printer. It's got to be on my back because I can't access it otherwise. Okay, so we got the water tank. That's the pressure valve. We got another extender. That's on my back, I think. May not be. I don't think that's on my... Yeah, there's one on my back. Is that all I needed? Yeah, there's one. Okay, I can do that. But it says there's 5 in range, which I just don't know about that. And then this is the mobile crafting module. This goes on a wagon. What I have is the beacon. Projects a colored marker on the compass for easy navigation. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Yeah. And then it's terraforming is what I'm looking for. So this is the tower. Now, it says it can't be within 100 meters of another tower. So I'm assuming... Right here. It actually tells me why. Move 41 meters further. That's what I was looking for. It needs to tell me how much further to move. And I can't because there's no printer this far out. So I need another printer. I feel like the printers, like, I like the idea. I like this. I do. I like this mechanic. But there's just so... Look, there's so many games... I'm trying to figure out how to word this. There are so many games out there where we craft things. Planet Crafter being one of them, right? You can see the heavy inspiration here. Which, by the way, this is green now. I don't know if you noticed. I did. Subtly, it's green over time. Very cool. But, like, you build it on your person. You know? You think No Man's Sky. You think Satisfactory. You think Planet Crafter. Whatever. We always build it on our person. With this thing... With this, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this whole have to move the printer in range thing. I feel like if I got the resources on my back, I want to be able to just build it. And that cable is long enough, so I guess that works. You know, I guess. I mean, like, I get it. I get why he's doing it this way. But it's, I don't know. I just don't know if I like it. That's all. I'm a little bit confused on that. And you know what? My camera, again, I can't look where I want to look at the same time as placing something. I just wish there was a way for me to maybe like hold down a hotkey and be able to control my camera. Maybe there is, and I just don't know what that hotkey is, but this is mouse movement. Mouse goes up and down, which is good. I can zoom way out, but right click, I think right click would be good. Move with right click and you adjust your camera. That's good. I'd like that. Let's make that happen. Let's go right about here, I guess, is a good spot for it. We'll go right there with it. All right. This is about as far out as I can go with where my current printer is, which is good. And then on the water tank front of it, I can extend to have a water tank out this way. And trying to rotate the water tank. It's not rotating. There it goes. So let's put the water tank right about here, I suppose. Just an extra water tank out there. More buffer space. And then I want another extender, which I'm hoping it'll let me do. Yep. And we're going to put another extender. Let's go about, what do you say, this far? Yeah. I mean, I need another one in the future, but we'll go about this far with it. It's cool. Okay. So all we need to do now is set up to where this is hooked into. Ooh, let's not do that one. Well, I go that way with it. Yeah, I might want to connect it to a grid that goes that direction with it. I just need tier 2. Actually, this might be available. Hold on a second. Tier 2 might be available because we already have progress. We already have soil tier 1 progress on the blueprints, right? We just got, so we reached the second milestone. So I kind of need to see what that's about and whether or not we have it. So let me come in here really quick. I might actually have the ability to just get this now. Mining laser tier 3. So it's this one is what I want. Okay. And look at this. This is interesting also. So on the pressure, the drill just keeps drilling. So you can just sit here and you'll complete this. There's no extra work needed. You place a drill and with enough time, it just fixes it, right? Temperature, same thing. With enough time, it just fixes it. No big deal. But with soil, you have to keep expanding because this has a finite impact. And I'm actually curious to see, like, do I need to keep it here? Or will this place stay green if I disconnect it? Maybe I only need to build like 2 of these things and just move them around. I don't know. But that's an interesting prospect. So like up until now, these 2, they'll just work, but I have to actively expand soil. And I would think with the sprinkler here and genetic collider, maybe I think oxygen will probably be just like the drills. And then life will probably not be like the drills. I'll probably have to spread this around to an extent, but it will only spread in the areas that are green, and it probably will spread organically. Excuse my pun, but probably spread organically. Let's grab these 2 blueprints as well, and we'll pop them into the printer. But I do need to, I want to have better extenders pretty soon here. Let's just pop these in. So that's mining laser tier 3 for the Rover, and that's a tank module tier 1. Now that tank module, what does this do? Stores water for later use, ensuring a steady supply of machines can only be attached to a wagon. Okay, I'm thinking of the use case here, right? Go with me on a journey for a second. Okay. Mobile biospray. Right? We take the biospray, we hook it up to the batteries on a Rover. It looks like it uses 2 water per second, which is a lot. That's actually a lot. Okay. So maybe it won't work quite as well as I was thinking. So I was thinking you have the water tank on the back of the Rover. You feed that into, your biospray tower, and it just, works. But and then you move on to the next, break it down, move on to the next, break it down, move on to the next, and you just keep doing that. Same thing with the mobile printing module. We have a crafting module too. We have the mobile printer. So we print what we need, craft what we need, whatever, and then go. And I think this could theoretically work because eventually we get the mobile solar panel module, which allows this Rover to, generate its own power. So at that point, we can be out as long as we want. We have storage here for resources we need to craft. So as long as I had them on my backpack, I could use the mobile crafter to craft them. And then I have a storage tank for the water. What I don't have, though, is a pump attached to the wagon. So once I run out of water, I'd have to come back. But, it might be, I don't know, it's probably not a better experience than, just actually building out the infrastructure. But it was an idea I had to look at. I think I'm going to drag this for now over here. if you're curious on what I'm trying to do, I'm going to move this tower and see if everything reverts to not being green afterwards. So I've got this hose that's just sprawled across the ground here. And what I'm going to do is deactivate this. Then we're going to tear it down. And if I break it all down, the sound remains. Okay, that's interesting. And then we're going to bring it over here. Hey, I got to find ways to break it. I just got to find ways to break things in this game, okay? Okay, so the tower that I just broke down is now going to be placed here. And I got to figure out a way to get everything over here. Another extender would be nice, but I don't think I have the resources on me. I don't. So I got to go back and get some more composite metal. And I can get another extender, and then I'll bring that over, and then I'll hook up that over there. And since everything is on the same grid, we have 2 pumps. We have 2 tank storages, you know, so everything is good there. I need the composite metal, which is not in here. Where is it? Where did I put... Am I out of composite metal now? I'm gonna have to build some more. Or craft some more. Nope, I have it right here. I just didn't see it. We'll grab one more. I think 3 is okay here. And then I guess... Well, I moved the printer, didn't I? I can't just print it from that one. I moved it over here. I'm gonna need many, many printers. Or just get the one that's on the Rover is, I think, ideally what I'm gonna do. Just find that printer module and do it. I mean, they gave me the printer module as part of the research. So, like, you're not encouraged to do what I'm doing. You're encouraged to put it on your Rover, right? The game mechanic is there. It's built in. I understand that. You don't have to tell me in the comments. I know you will. I know. I haven't built it on that yet. And I've got, you know, everything kind of set up with these auto storages. And, you know, it's just a thing, okay? It's a thing. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be fine. Let me get it to... I don't know if that's long enough. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put one here, and I'm gonna put another one down too. Let's just put 2 down. It's fine. Put 2 down. Put another one over here. We can expand this with stuff later. It's okay. I'm probably way overdoing this. All right, and then from here we're going to move you because we no longer need you over here. There we go. You're going to be able to tell who didn't watch the full video because they'll be commenting. They'll be like, hey, oh, you should use the one that's on the Rover. They gave it to you. Yeah, I know. I know. I acknowledge this. I have to put this in range of itself first. There we go. And then face the right direction so I don't have to rotate my worry about my camera later. And go. See, now it's allowing me to move the camera. Why does it do this sometimes and not all the time? Yeah, I'm thinking there's just some little bug of some kind going on there. Because you're supposed to be able to move the camera. It's right there. You're supposed to be able to do it. But for whatever reason, sometimes I can't. It's going to get worked out. You know? There's no complaints here, by the way. I'll get that comment too. Like, why is he complaining? It's not complaints. I'm just sharing with you how it is, because there's certain things you can't see, like which button I'm trying to press, for example. So I need to share what I'm trying to do. There we go. And you know, if it's possible, then it's possible, and I can see that it's possible. It's just not consistently possible, which is the weird part. And I'm gonna go with this one, I think. Yeah. So we can plug that in. Boom. And now we will have green over here now too. So I've got a green base area. Okay, we've got green. Green is a thing. That's happening. It looks pretty good so far. We're gonna have more wildlife soon, but we've got a green area over here. We're gonna have a green area over there now. Over by the drills. Probably want to move the drills now because it won't make a whole lot of sense to have them over the green area. So I might move the drills. And by the look of it, you know, it seems like the bio extender thing, these bio sprays, they don't take power, right? It's just water, which makes sense. It's like my sprinkler system. Those sprinklers pop up because of the water pressure pushing them up. So that's all fine. But I've got 2 pumps. And the 2 pumps, it seems like my renewable power is enough to power those 2 pumps. At least during the day it is. During the night, we might have a little deficit, but that's what all the batteries are for. And things are looking pretty good here, right? That one's not spraying. Oh, I didn't connect it. Well, you see, now that's going to be a thing I'm going to get told about too. Why did he build it and not connect it? Good point. I don't know. Why did he do that? Why did he do such a thing? God, what an idiot. Let's put this right here. There we go. You know, it's like thinking I'm not going to go back and check on it. I'm going to go back and check on it. You know, it's going to happen. There you go. See? It's all good. So I can take a look at my water thing. And the extender says that we're down -2 per second. So we are dipping into the water storage right now. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. How much water do we really need? Sounds to me, based on that assessment, that we're going to require another water pump. Need the gold wire and the power junction. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that pump right there and hook it into this port right there. And yeah, and then we will have enough water to fully power 2 of these sprayers at once. All good things. Come on back for the next one, and we'll see what kind of other shenanigans I can get myself into. But we're spreading this out. This requires being active to get these settings up, because you got to keep moving these things. I do think it's a little weird. The game is acting like this thing is still here. But, you know, it's just an audio thing, right? Just an audio thing. We have tier 3 soils right here. And I'll go ahead and get these, and we'll play around with these later. Water pump tier 2 sounds like the best thing to do here, actually. See you next time. Bye-bye.